आज मंगलवार को साउथ अफ्रीका से कृषि विशेषज्ञों का एक दल मोटे अनाज की खेती के बारे में जानने के लिए एनसीआर के सबसे बड़े फार्म हाउस पर पहुंचा। धारवाड़ा स्थित यशपाल खोला के ऑर्गेनिक खेती के गढ़ धारवाड़ा एग्रो फार्म पर पहुंचे साउथ अफ्रीकी दल का कहना था, जिस तरह से पर्यावरण बदल रहा है और हमें सेहत सही रखने के लिए अपने खान पान की आदत को बदलना है, उसको देखते हुए भारत सरकार ने मोटे अनाज को प्रमोट करने का एकदम सही निर्णय लिया है। साउथ अफ्रीकी डेलीगेट्स ने कहा कि विश्व के हर देश को अब मोटे अनाज को प्रमोट करना होगा। साउथ अफ्रीका इस दिशा में कदम आगे बढ़ाने जा रहा है और यहाँ मोटे अनाज की खेती के बारे में जानकारी हासिल करने के लिए ही वे यहाँ पहुँचे हैं।
So what's the purpose to visit the farmhouse?
First of all, let me give a background. We are from South Africa, in Africa.
Okay.
We are specifically from University of KwaZulu-Natal, which is one of the located in one of the provinces in South Africa. And among the things we are doing, among the activities we are doing, is promoting indigenous knowledge systems, or knowledge systems which emanate, produce, and used by local communities. Like what you have seen today here, you saw women there, because most of the custodians of indigenous or local knowledge systems are women. So India has gone very far in terms of bringing grassroots innovations, grassroots technologies, knowledge systems in what people are doing for their daily lives. And millet is one of the most important aspects, because millet brings different sections of society together in terms of food security, in terms of nutritional security, and also millets, because there are different varieties of millet. As you had there in India here, you have 6, 7, 8 different types of millets. So millets has a food security, nutritional security, has also climate change action advantage, because it is a drought resistance. So in Africa, like here in India and other parts of Asia and other parts of the developing world, we are facing drought and other disaster issues. So millet enables people to have a holistic understanding in terms of community livelihood. So we came to India here to learn how is India in its different parts of the ecological systems of the country produce, use millets, the different types. We went to different states, together we are here, and we kind of, it is very enriching since we came here. So we want to learn those experiences and to see what are the gaps you have in Africa, what are the challenges you have here in India, and how can we, by working together, we can learn from you guys.
The organic farming,
Yes.
and the Indian government has already declared the millets year.
Yes.
So how much it's important for the world farming?
It is very important in the sense that if you look at the world now, one of the biggest challenges in the world is climate change. And we need to mobilize all knowledge systems to ensure that we have sustainable solutions to these global challenges, especially climate change. And millet, where Africa and India are the main producers in the world, is one of the products, crops, which can be very effective, sustainable, affordable, accessible to this global challenge of climate change. So last year, 2023, was the year of millets. And we are proud, congratulations, that India spearheaded 2023 as the year of millets. So that's why also we came to learn from you guys, that you are the champions of millets in terms of technology, in terms of community engagement, in terms of all aspects of climate action. What can you learn from you guys? That's what brought us here.
This project started between India-Africa millets relations. But by us coming through to Haryana, we've learned that millets is part of an integrated farming approach, where all other agricultural activities and other associated activities are part and parcel of livelihood and lifestyle of community here. Which means that health is not separate from spirituality, is not separate from food security, is not separate from climate action. Communities are doing practical application of climate action, practical application of health and well-being. So this is why we are very happy that millets has brought us to Haryana to learn that life is very integrated and millet is part and parcel of that activity.
Wonderful, very well spoken.
Yes, thank you, sir.
A young farmer from Haryana, from India, have developed the organic farming. What's your reaction?
I think it's also again sharing with us that there's a communal aspect and there is generational knowledge. Local knowledge is very much important, as Prof. Kaya has indicated, because it comes through the families, through the community, and it is maintained and protected and managed by the community. So that also shows that there is communal strength, there's strength in togetherness. So we are very happy about that.
Can I add something to that one?
Okay.
The important thing in all these climate actions strategy we are doing is a question of sustainability. So if we involve young people, especially women, because what you've seen, even the products there, the ones who are sharing the knowledge, showing us the product are women. So women are the custodians of local knowledge systems. They are custodians of promoting millets as a superfood. So it is a generational aspect, it's a gender aspect, all put together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Especially our visit here at this site, for us, the fact that they are not allowing technological development to overtake millet production, for me that is key. And for us in our context, we are looking at our concept of renaissance. How do we go back to our local community? How do we go back to our people themselves and use the knowledge base and then ensure that we revise and we produce millet to tackle the challenges that Prof. Kaya and Maheshri has said, the challenge of climate change, the challenge of health, and the challenge of engaging the community without exploiting them. So we are excited that in this space, we are able to use indigenous knowledge. IKS for us is central because in Africa, we are beginning to look back into ourselves, looking back into our own knowledge base and use that to develop our communities and our society. So we are very excited, and we see that India is well advanced. We want to learn from what you already know, and we are excited that we've been presented the opportunity for our students and our women, the people who are at the grassroots level, to come, and our government to come and learn. Prof. Kaya, I'm very excited by this visit, by the commitment by the Indian government to allow us from Africa to come and learn from here and take it back at no cost to us. We are excited by this.
South Africa is also committed. The issue of indigenous knowledge is a national policy. We have even got an Indigenous Knowledge Act to help facilitate the transmission of knowledge. But the Department of Agriculture has also taken up indigenous fruits and crops. So as a government, they are moving towards bringing this. But we admire what the Indian government has done, the leadership that they provided, and even our governments can learn from what the Indian government has been able to do. The support that they give to farmers and the policy space that they've created is important. So as we go back and what we have learned here, we hope to share that with the government.
सर नमस्कार, आप लोगों का धारवाड़ एग्रो फार्म पे स्वागत है। आज जो आप ये प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं, ये भारतीय सरकार के तत्वावधान में मिलेट्स को प्रमोट करने के लिए साउथ अफ्रीका के कुछ डेलीगेट्स फार्म पे आए हुए हैं। उनका मेन पर्पज़ है कि हमारे यहाँ पे जो मिलेट्स हो रही है, कोंदो, बाजरा, रागी, कुटकी इत्यादि के जो न्यूट्रिएंट अनाज है, उनको इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे प्रमोट करने के लिए फार्मरों से गेट टुगेदर रहेगा। और इनका लंच भी हमने आज मिलेट्स का ही बाजरे के आइटम रखे हुए हैं। सारा हमने जितना यहाँ पे एरिया में बाजरा नेचुरल फार्मिंग के माध्यम से लगाया हुआ है, कुटकी है, कोंदो है, सफ़ेद ज्वार लगाई है, हॉर्टिकल्चर क्रॉप लगाई है, उन सब का इनको विजिट करवाया है। एग्रीकल्चर के सेंटर मिनिस्ट्रालय से भी अधिकारी यहाँ पे उपस्थित हैं, राज्य सरकार के जो नुमाइंदे वो भी यहाँ पे उपस्थित हैं। और आज मेन फोकस मिलेट पे है, गेट टुगेदर का फार्मरों के साथ।
आपके फार्म हाउस को चुना गया है इंडिया में, साउथ अफ्रीका से एक दल आया हुआ है, क्या पूरी विशेषता है आपके फार्म हाउस की?
सर मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि सन 2017 से यहाँ पे हम नेचुरल फार्मिंग को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं। ये एनसीआर का सबसे बड़ा 40 से 42 एकड़ में फैला हुआ एक नेचुरल फार्म है। यहाँ हम डायरेक्ट एनसीआर की आरबीआई कॉलोनियों में, यहाँ तक कि एम्बेसीज में सब्जियाँ और मिलेट्स आइटम वहाँ पे हम डिलीवरी करवाते हैं। और यहाँ के जितने भी अधिकारी और पोस्ट क्षेत्र में रहने वाले लोग हैं यहीं से सब्जियाँ और खाना खाते हैं। तो वो सभी लोगों के रिकमेंडेशन के आधार पे सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने अपने फार्म को प्रमोट किया और रिकमेंड करा, जो यहाँ पे ये इनोवेशन आज हो रहा है।
आज क्या पूरा रिएक्शन है इनका साउथ अफ्रीका?
आज साउथ अफ्रीका के जो डेलीगेट आए हैं उन्होंने यहाँ की एक्टिविटियाँ देखी हैं, हमारी संस्कृति को देखा। यहाँ पे जो मिलेट्स हो रही है, हमारे देसी अनाज है, देसी बीज को हम प्रमोट कर रहे हैं। उन चीज़ों को देख के इनका रुझान है कि अब ये जल्द ही अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी में भी इस प्रैक्टिस को शुरू करेंगे। ये सभी वहाँ की एक यूनिवर्सिटी है जो अंग्रेज़ों ने सन 1947 से पहले स्टार्ट करवाई थी। उनके प्रोफेसर और डीन हैं, ये वहाँ पे अपनी रिसर्च में इसकी प्रैक्टिस को लेंगे और यहाँ के जितना मिलेट्स आइटम है उनको एक्सपोर्ट के दरवाजे आगे खोलने के लिए ये अग्रसर हैं।